this Trump stuff apparently is kind of wild. This is the second now, right? So New York hit him with something. Albert Bragg's now he's being hit federally with 37 criminal counts that include charges of unauthorized retention of classified documents, conspiracy to obstruct justice after he left the White House. There's an espionage charge in there as well. It is apparently they got pictures of documents all over Mar-a-Lago in the bathroom. There's some under the cabinet. There's some outside on the veranda. They had boxes of documents classified. I think he had some in the shower, some hidden. So my question is, Roderick, what do you think? Why would he? I don't believe that he reads enough for him to have these boxes. What was he going to leverage and sell them to the Saudis or to the Russians? Like what? What do you think?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's a hoarder, or most of us go to the bathroom now. You take your phone in there. Maybe he's taking his documents in there, he's just getting a little light reading of some espionage and some attack plans on Iran, between between bathroom users. Now I don't trust this dude. We've discussed it before. I dislike him intently. And I also just think he's a criminal. I mean, this dude loves getting indicted, apparently. It's a big thing for him.
Or cheating people out of money, bankrupt. A person that would go bankrupt 6 times is someone that doesn't want to pay their bills, which means that you have the money, you just don't want to pay the money. So you use the legal apparatus to, I think that's the plural, because it's apparatus. Is it Latin? I'm not sure. Or is it apparatuses? You use the legal arm to obfuscate your responsibility to pay people what you owe them, and it's petty too. Like he don't want to pay gardeners, landscapers. Like he's that petty, right? And so there's something I think morally bankrupt about someone, not just physically bankrupt, that will not pay the bills that they know they're incurring.
Yeah, Atlantic City got all kinds of people that's still mad at that man to this day. He promised to build them casinos and all this stuff, didn't pay nobody. Like, that's the thing. Like, he's litigious, but he also stays in court because he gets sued a lot. And then I think the office of president just brings with it a responsibility that at some point is going to get you. You can't just keep being Donald Trump, like his whole I'm Donald Trump, I'll shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. They gonna catch him on that Al Capone tax evasion stuff. They gonna catch him on hoarding the boxes. And you know what? A tax evasion charge, it'll still get you in prison. So I'll take whatever we can get.
How about that? How about Al Capone did not go down for being a gangster?
Okay.
Although he didn't go down for murder. He probably got bodies. He went down for tax evasion. You are absolutely right, Roderick. And as I think about that, though, I know that according to our laws, that indicted and even in jail, he can still win. Yeah. He can still win his primary, and could, if he is elected, he could still be president of the United States. I think it's.
I will say though, I'm kind of enjoying I'm definitely enjoying these indictments, okay? Because it's not done, y'all. It's not over. Come through, Atlanta. It's more to come. But also, I'm kind of enjoying this presidential re-election season in a way that I haven't been able to enjoy one. I don't know if I've been able to enjoy one ever. And this is the first time, because I believe in Joe Biden's superpowers of being an old white man. And no matter what terrible thing happens to him on the trail, he can trip and fall, and he's still gonna be the presumptive nominee, Teflon, regardless. I wasn't sure he could get that the budget passed. I wasn't even sure. If that was Obama, I don't think we would have got the budget passed, because they hate
the debt ceiling. Yeah.
Right. They are so against him. They would have just been like, let the whole country default just to prove that this black man ain't nothing. But Joe said, I ain't negotiating. Y'all need to come on in and get this done. And they got it done. And so now we get to do something we haven't done in forever, which is watch Republicans fight. And we get to be like, well, we know who our dude is. I like this.
Oh, Roderick, you're so young. And you're so optimistic. You're such a tenderoni. I love that you have this attitude. Now, I don't want to steal your joy. So keep it.
School me, Dr. Hunter. Tell me why I should be.
Here's what I see. Trump wasn't gonna win anyway. This is what this is what I see. Despite the polls are for strippers, there is an undercurrent in this society that people are tired of him and all of the shenanigans. There's a point where it's like, all right, Uncle Crazy Bobo, it was cute for a minute, but too many things have happened and you're a liar. And when I was listening to Larry Daniel Favors yesterday as I was driving in to the city, and she said something that was real simple and it clicked for me. Chris Christie's speech that I refused to play told us everything we need to know about the state of Donald Trump. And this was before the indictment. So they know something. And now you're seeing cacophony, which is sound, a plethora, which is a bunch of people coming out to run because they know Trump really doesn't have, the 74 million that voted for him in the last election are not coming back. He can't win. He can't win, right? So, and I'm saying this is somebody that said he could win the last time. He really doesn't have a leg to stand on, and they know it. So it's a weird, interesting space that we're in, Roderick, where you can be comfortable that Joe Biden is the nominee for the Democratic Party. I'm not comfortable that Joe Biden can win the presidency. 866-801-8255. And here's why. Those 81 million people that showed up for him, they not showing up this time in those numbers. The urgency is not there for some reason. I guess we feel like everything's going to be okay, to your point. And I just feel like there's a lot of people.
The second, like, not being Trump, right? So you don't think Trump's making out a primary. So you think the second most popular, like the second option, whether it's DeSantis,
it's not DeSantis. Christie. It's not. Okay, pause. It's Chris Christie.
Okay, so it's Chris Christie for you.
It's Chris Christie. Not for me. Listen, I'm from Jersey.
Right.
I watched this man, his petty, tiny self, do some petty things from shutting down the beaches, and then he's on the beach with his children.
Yeah, I remember that. Somebody died on the bridge.
We can't be on the bridge. Right. People have pregnant trying to go home to Fort Lee can't go because you got an argument with the mayor. Dude, like Jersey knows, but New York knew about Trump. So the rest of the world, all they see is this bombastic clapback because Jersey got the clapbacks. Let me just say we good with the clapbacks, and he's good with the clapbacks. And that speech that he gave, which I would not play on these airwaves, that Larry played, so go listen to her show. I was sitting there going, this motherfucker here, because here's the problem. He buried Trump and Jared and the Saudis and made that connection, called him a grifter, which he is. Chris Christie put dirt and buried Trump in that one speech. And what he also did was bury DeSantis, because DeSantis don't got no work for that. I promise you, if there's any kind of debate, DeSantis going to have nothing. And we are a nation of babies raised in the TikTok era. We like that. He got the sound bites, y'all. He got the sound bites. We only care about the sound bites and the rap lyrics and all. Like, he's got all of the things, and he don't give a F, right? So there's that too. So he's got some of that Trump, I don't give an F, coupled with an ability to be able to string words together, many words, but actually words that make sense. And I feel like if he comes out of the primary, he could win states that you couldn't even imagine. He could win New York. I'm going to say this to you. He could win New York. New York's teetering. New York ain't a Democratic state per se. They had Pataki. Jersey is not.
I feel like
there are a lot of racists in the Northeast who
I know,
gladly cast a vote for Chris Christie because he's probably not going to send us into a civil war. I could deal with that, but I can't vote for Biden. And I'm talking about liberals. It's a weird place that we're in right now. I wouldn't get so comfortable.
I feel you. And all that's valid. I don't agree necessarily, but I can see where you're coming from. But I'm still finna enjoy them fighting. I'm sorry. We always be the ones fighting on our side for the last probably at least 12 years of my life. It's just been every presidential election. How are the Democrats gonna get along? We hate each other. We mad about this slogan. You mad about now? It's their turn. It's their turn. We got a presumptive nominee. We ain't gotta we know he ain't getting primary, despite what people may feel. He's gonna, if he don't die, he's gonna be the nominee. So now we got that set. I don't even really gotta pay attention to that. I do want to watch them fight. I do want to see DeSantis versus Chris Christie, because Chris Christie was Donald Trump's cuck. Like, he ain't forgot, and it's gonna come back up. If you think they're gonna get on that debate stage and it ain't gonna come back up, it's gonna come back up. All these people got
all of them are his cucks,
right?
What's
and I want to see
what's a cuck, by the way? I feel like
it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is this cuck thing?
Cuckold. Technically,
what is a cuckold? What are we
okay?
doing?
So let's just say it's a polite term for somebody's lesser, right? But what it really means technically is someone who likes to watch people have sex with their partner. So so it's like,
okay, I just Google search that.
You shouldn't have Google searched it. You're gonna get some results.
Oh no, there's porn.
Yeah,
don't hit
the video tab. Don't hit the video tab.
Don't.
Not on the company computer.
All right, messed up my damn search engine.
I didn't tell you. I told you not to search. I was just trying to help you out.
I just want to see for myself. That's the problem in this world. We always want to see. We always want to F around and find out, right? Isn't that the American way? Yes, that is the thing. I mean, I want you to be right.
I feel confident, man.
Sit back and
I was right last time. I just want to say this though, Karen Hunter. Last time I was right about Biden from the jump anyway. So I'm like, this is easy for me. Like, the first one I'll be wrong about will be if Trump wins re-election somehow. That'll be the first time I've been wrong.
He's not winning re-election. He's not.
Let them fight.
Okay. All right.
You're not gonna enjoy them fighting, Karen, for real.
I am. Yes, and we might have to come up with something clever, Smiz, to poke the bear. Like, what I don't want to do, because I feel like America's so shady. This is a shady nation. There's shady ass people who don't stand for anything. Not Urban View, but out there, y'all know your cousins don't stand for nothing. They go with the wind. And at the 11th hour, there's going to be some sort of, FBI something.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to bring, what's his name, Hunter Biden or something. There's going to be something the last minute, some James Comey moment. I just don't trust where we are.
I don't trust it either. And don't get it twisted. I absolutely believe this country can go Republican. It can go conservative. It can go regressive at any moment. This is not a Joe Biden about the cakewalk to the victory. We don't have to worry about the infighting as much this time around. It's normally much worse. Like, normally by this time, everybody's telling me how they not gonna vote, or why don't black people go ahead and vote Republican this time? And then people start taking it serious and putting these fools on TV and on the radio. And this is the first time that it's really been like, yeah, we hear you, dog. Not right now. And I love that for us.